Using PowerMetrics, you can connect to any number of different data sources using different formats and methods. Today, we're going to be looking at connecting to your data warehouse. We do support all of the major vendors, and today we're going to be using Google BigQuery as our example. To get started, we're going to set up a new account and we're going to enter our account settings. These account settings will generally differ slightly between Snowflake and Databricks and BigQuery, etc., but generally they all follow the same type of connection profile. Note here too that there's a small toggle that would allow you to share this token with other users inside of your account. Once we've saved our credentials, there's a few other settings, such as setting up a webhook that signals when new data is available, as well as setting when your cache expires. Once your connection is all set up, you can always click here to go back to edit or to clear the cache manually. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to select the table or the view where the data resides, and doing that will then expose the measures and the dimensions that we will build the metric with. In this example here, I'm not going to use all of the dimensions, and furthermore, some of the dimensions in the view are not named beautifully, so I'm going to rename those. Hovering over any of those dimension names, you will actually see the field name in the table, so you can always go back to the original, but being able to rename them is something that is really nice for users. Next, we'll make sure that the date is properly set. Moving on to the next tab, you can set the format of the metric, the favorable trend, and down at the bottom, something to note is that users can override the default aggregation. In some cases, you may want to prevent that because it changes the definition of the metric. And then last but not least, we can give the metric a name, a helpful description. We can even change the icon and the color so that it's easier to find within the library. And then down here, if the metric meets certain quality standards, you can certify it, which will promote it inside of the library. We can now go ahead and save our metric. Saving the metric will bring you to the metrics homepage, which provides a summary view of the metric using different visualizations. Each of these visualizations can be adjusted, showing different chart types or segmentations. And consistent to almost every screen in PowerMetrics, you'll have access to your date range, as well as the ability to adjust and filter all of the segments that your metric supports. And of course, as the owner of this metric, we have edit rights. So if you need to make any adjustments, click on the pencil icon and it'll bring you into edit mode.